Hello and welcome back, of course, to God of War Ragnarok. I'm doing a surprise stream right now. Uh, uh, d- uh, it's, it's what we in the business like to call Thanksgiving here in the United States.
His crest.
Ooh.
It's mine.
Oh.
If you don't need them, I can hold on to those Vanir crests for you.
Sure.
What'll it be?
I'm gonna sell this crest. Ooh, that's worth a lot.
I'll buy it, then sell it for a mint once the Vanir decide they want it back.
Alright. But I think I've explored all I can here in Vanaheim, right? Like, there's no more quests here. Which one's Alfheim? Yeah, that one. Let's go explore Alfheim for a bit, shall we? Wait, no, that's not how I leave.
Either of you. What more is there to tell of Freya being burned by the Aesir mob?
Well, Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding. I do understand where his anger came from.
Fair, fair. Wait, Niflheim. Okay. There's stuff to do in Muspelheim, but I can't go there yet. Alright. But here we go.
Are we off to find that elven sanctum then, or something
Oh,
else?
for sure.
We certainly can. Though we do have something else that needs our
We
attention.
do?
There's still that secret elven library in Alfheim.
I'm with you.
Elven Library. What's that about? I don't remember anyone talking about a library. Alright. There it is. Okay.
I've expanded my inventory since we last spoke.
Oh.
How can I help? Anything for Freya?
No.
Kratos? Want something in particular?
I think I'm good.
I won't take that personally.
Upgrade for the amulet. Alright, hold on.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Wait.
Whatever you need, I'll create.
Alright, I've got a resurrection stone. We're good. No, dang it!
Nothing
Da,
appeals
da,
to you?
ba, da, da, ba, da.
What can I make?
Amulet. Okay. I need another Jewel of Yggdrasil.
Whatever you need, whenever you need it.
Okay. There. Alright.
Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Hrimthur whispered to you?
Oh, right.
Who?
Hrimthur, the son of Thormur, the stonemason, who disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story.
Yeah, you have.
And now she may tell her own.
I'll run
There
around.
isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency.
Fair enough.
And this mason, this giant in disguise,
His name was Hrimthur.
he just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better, and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard Realm Tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do.
Surtur, huh?
And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall,
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Aye, blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean...
Another half-goofa.
Fair enough. Too bad I'm not doing this with my boy.
Ah, it looks as though the Light Elves sealed off this section of the Barrens. Why?
Luckily for us, a very considerate goddess has enhanced our magic chisel, and we can unseal it.
My, that is lucky.
The Forbidden Sands lay beyond.
Contested territory, according to Bela. And another storm to endure.
Fair enough. The Hjarta. Alright.
I remember when Freyr and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing half-goofa. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim.
Fair enough. Alright. So, now we must be entering the Forbidden Sands. Oh!
Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave!
Fair enough. Okay. I'm following the thing on the map, on the compass. That should hopefully let me find a cave. Apparently I'm here. chest. Alrighty. Ooh, what's this?
Jewelry.
Oh? Put it on one of my horns. Let's see if I can pull it off.
You cannot.
No.
Here we go. Elven Sanctum! Let's tackle this with Freya instead of Atreus.
An elven library.
An archive of knowledge.
No sign of the Light Elves.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day, and we can browse at our leisure.
Fair enough. Note from the console. There's so much lore. I stopped reading it all. Visitors must observe the strict science inside library rules. Fair enough, fair enough. What's this now? Money! Yes, of course. Okay. Ah.
These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War. But restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
Alright. There's a treasure map. Okay, looks like an Alfheim tower. Okay. What was that?
This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. The console.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text.
What is this now?
All this knowledge of their ancestors, their shared history, poetry, just sitting here, forgotten.
Caretakers of truth, arbiters of knowledge, protectors of this repository, mining, duty to protect our elven learnings, prevent possible spread of it to those who cannot reconcile wisdom from these walls. The benign masses cannot be trusted, cannot be expected to assimilate these truths. Suppression is not cruelty, nor is an attempt to control, is mercy pure and simple. No, I think it is exactly both of those things.
What a waste.
This looks like it goes deeper in. Or maybe that was the way through. Hold on. Did I already get everything I needed to do in here? Is that everything that's in here? There's another Hafgefa. Now I gotta do this thing with the Hafgefa. So Alfheim it is, baby! Here we go!
Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Okay.
Sounds like she wants that journal back.
know.
Use a shield strike, brother!
Let's go. Alright, here we go.
Careful!
I meant to dodge that. What happened? Ow. Caught me in the middle of a dodge. Dang it. Bruh, stop. Oh, dodge that, dodge that. Yee. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Dodge that. Here we go. Doing. Here we go with the spin. Let's dodge. Don't do that. You're not allowed.
Yourself I thought jag vet how brought it on.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
Our ally wishes to read this journal. We are taking the book.
Well, alright.
I'm impressed. Thought you were going to end her.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for his people. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice.
That's fair, that's fair. Now I gotta go do this other Alpine thing.
I see an entrance!
Is this it?
I hope Freyr will appreciate our work here in the desert. I wonder if he knows how poorly this realm has fared in his absence.
Aye.
There we go.
Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Hofgufa is free. This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
Oh.
An abandoned ancient settlement by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
Don't know which of these ways I'm supposed to go, so let's just go this way. Okay, can't go this way. Time to go the other way. Well, that dude's just straight up dead. And then I have to go down here.
reach it from down here.
I think not.
This kind of hive material is sensitive to sound. How odd.
Strange indeed. Alright, let's take this. And now I can go this way. And then this way. Very strange.
When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by hive matter.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the light well, or even our trapped Hafgifa for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, Mimir.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted to get to. But that was very wise from the world's smartest man. Alright, what am I trying to get to? There? Looked like there was something down there, though. Oh, that was the chest I literally just got. It's just the other side of it. Hello, Freya.
More hive, but denser.
Freya, watch where you're walking. I'm swinging here. Can I burn it?
Too thick for that.
Can I freeze it?
Maybe the Twilight Stone on the ground.
There's a
will help.
Twilight Stone on the ground?
Well, there you go.
Alright, here we go. Ah, wretches.
To your left!
Wait, get off!
Brother, the wee bastard's about to explode!
Oh, there's a hive. I see.
Enemies on the left!
Alright. Grim?
Find you!
Alright, here we go.
Big ball of light coming your way!
Watch your left!
Alright, do this.
Incoming poison!
catch you!
Alright, in the fire.
One left.
And the ice. Yeah.
Light elves don't often travel underneath the barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Nalfheim. Or so it appears.
Big Theo did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
Jeez, Freya.
I suspect the corpse below would disagree.
Oh, what'd it say? Dang it. No sacrifice in vain. A corpse lay below this one. I wonder if the poor soul wrote it before expiring, or if it was written by the fiend who caused said expiration. Alright. Alright, in through here. You first, Freya. Man, I haven't seen Atreus in a long time. Right, no, that's the one I need a Twilight Stone for. Is there a Twilight Stone around? Most of this is going to be in the way, isn't it? Yeah. Looks like something I'll have to deal with from the other side.
Look there. That hive doesn't like sound, remember?
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we?
All right. Chill. So then I swing over this way. Wait. Oh yeah, just making sure there was nothing like extra I could do. Out of the way, Freya. Oh, I can climb down. Oh! Where'd you come from?
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Shut up. I need to get another resurrection stone soon.
Hit the light orb!
I hope freeing these Hofgufas will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate.
Suppose you can. Alright, where's the Twilight Stone I need for this? Because it doesn't look like any of these are, like, properly Twilight Stone. Like, none of these seem to be Twilight Stone enough to actually count. Huh. Yeah, but this is where I came from. Is there something up here? Switch back to magic arrows for now. Alright, you first, Freya? Oh, I gotta jump it. Alright. Okay, there's something else connecting somewhere. Alright. So if I go down here, take wherever this is. Ah, I see, I see. Ah, so close. I was close. Alright, moving on.
I wonder if these two comprehend the choice they face once free.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of the Hofgufa. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
And without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for in life. That our death has purpose. That we can live on through our children. Given another chance, I know what choice I will make.
Alright. So I do this. Huh. I suppose I'm not entirely understanding what it is I need to do. But there's a branch of stuff in the way there. But then if I wanted to do this... Very interesting. You don't suppose there's more Twilight Stones somewhere? Let me bounce all this around. Oh! Well, what's that now?
Good. Almost there.
Now I wonder, can I do this one? No, but can I do the other one? It looks like this one's now free. And then I can do the last one. Yeah! See, this is good puzzle.
Well done. Time to set it loose.
Aye, back to the surface then.
Which way to the surface? Oh, this way. Oh, that was red. Yeah.
Incoming left side!
Nope. Rage time. Here we go. Get murdered. Yes. The Nemean Crush. It's exactly what I've been looking for.
The pipe.
Used in many of Freyr's blessings, I imagine.
Alright. Let's mess with my chair height a little bit here. And then I gotta go back up this way. I gotta go in this hole and grab this chest. I wonder who put that chest at the bottom of that hole. Like, hey, you know where the safest place for this chest would be? In a totally not even concealed hole. No one's gonna want to go down there.
Reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such a power. So the blacksmith used the flame of...
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but, well, your stories...
What about my stories?
I wouldn't exactly call them a comfort.
Fair. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now, don't sell yourself short, brother. Come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died trying to protect her from those who would open it.
Well, at least it's a relatable story.
Alright, well, what if I go up here? We have one of these coffin boys. Now I can deal with this. Yeah, there's still one of those. Oh, what are you doing, Kratos? Back down here. I know I gotta get rid of that somehow. Yeah, okay. So I do this. Then this. And then I can go over here. And that should allow me to go up here. And then slam through this wall. I remember that. I feel like there's still something over here I didn't do, though. Wasn't there something down here that I didn't do yet? There's clearly something here I haven't done. Wait. Okay, yeah. I wanted to make sure there wasn't that weird echo from before. So I swing across. That's still there. Okay. And then I go up here. I do have to free the Hofgefa, though. Okay. So I keep going down. And it's obviously through this. Like, I've left Freya behind. She's like, alright, we can finally leave, and Kratos has decided it is time. But there's like definitely something here. Maybe I can do something from over here? I can. Okay. Well, now let's go back. Alright. But that was the only thing I'm pretty sure I didn't get. So, with that now got, I should be free to just go back up and finish, clear the temple. Free the Hafkafa. I just have to, you know, do some enormous backtracking. Oh, wow! Look at that! If I didn't backtrack, I never would have found that. Here we go. Freya, is that you? Oh, hey, Freya. This is where she stopped following me. And this, of course, was the entrance.
It appears we've overstayed our welcome in Alfheim. Yet again.
Oh, hello. Alright. Do the blam?
Time to end this storm.
Yeah, let's go. Alright, and then up. Oh, that's a raven. You know what happens when there's a raven. I'm gonna kill it. Wait. Right, yeah. Here we go. Hey!
If my story
Full
is
Gotha.
comfort, take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know there is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they.
Sick, dude.
Incredible.
Song of the Sands. Wow. Didn't know I could get misty. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Kratos. This land sings once more. We've done good here.
Is that them dying to give their life to their kids? Oh, man.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit bar?
That's horrifying. Oh, but there's so many little ones that just hatched. Oh, look at that.
I must say, I think we make a good team. With my brains, Kratos' brawn, and my lady's,
Wisdom, magic, ability to tolerate you for long periods of time.
I was going to say brutality.
That works.
Alright. Alright. So when he flies this way, does he fly right through here? A little more up. Okay. Let him pass. Yeah, I got you. Ah, come on. What?
A statue of my brother.
Oh.
How quaint.
Oh boy, there's a lot going on here. Light crystals, twilight crystals, wow, there's a lot going on here. Okay. Is this the right angle? It is, yeah. I just need to...
This statue may have survived Freya's absence, but Atreus clearly did not. Monuments are useless to those who ignore their message.
He didn't create a truce through diplomacy alone. His godhood, his very presence is what healed this land and allowed peace to take root. But once he left, he had to have known what would happen.
Well, he had good reason to leave. Some jackass convinced his sister to marry a madman.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, where's that bird? Alright, I was a little late on the draw there. Yes!
One more for the tree.
It's in multiples of 8, right? When I hit 28, that's when I get the next one. Oh, I see.
You said monuments are useless. Why restore this one?
It was hidden for some time. Perhaps now it can serve as a reminder.
Aye. Nothing reminds people of their history like chiseled, well-lit marble.
What am I supposed to do here? Wait, I can remove this? Where am I supposed to put this? Oh, wait. I don't think I'm supposed to put it anywhere. I think I'm just supposed to get it out of the way so I can do this. Then I can put it back. Then I walk up the light bridge. Oh. Well, okay. So I'm supposed to take this, though. And then I need to run this way over here.
These crystals contain their own light.
You're right. Normally we'd have to provide our own. Perhaps slotting a crystal on the opposite side could shed some light on this mystery.
Glad Freya hates puns as much as I do. Okay. Oh. I see. I know what I need to do. So I need to put this back in here to create that light bridge. Then I need to come back up here and actually remove this crystal. Then I gotta take that around to the other side. And then I can take the one that's in there and put it in there. And then we've got it. There we go. Now I've got it solved. So, I grab this crystal, and then I run it up there. And then,
That did something. The ring of crystal shards glowed.
Looks like we can read the inscription now as well.
oh, there's so much to do here.
Light from the crystals. It is in the sand now.
Would you look at that? Freyr's gift endures after all. Or should I say, his presence.
You are not funny.
Learn anything?
Right, new runic summon. Meh. I should go to skills, though. Okay, looks like all those are done. I do still have to do this. Freya. Sure. Let's go heavy on the Valkyrie stuff. There's just straight up a crystal back there. Ah. Well, would you look at that? And now I can slot this here, and I can leave. And his statue can remain lit up.
Even when Freya was actually here, the peace was fragile. Surely a bit of extra light in the desert isn't enough to make it last.
Before I met Faye, I could not imagine a life of peace. After her death, in our travels to Jotunheim, I found peace on my own. It remains my responsibility to make it last.
Perhaps the elves will find peace again one day, even without Freya's guidance.
His presence continues to guide them, whether they realize it or not.
Oh boy. A brazier puzzle. Nice setup story though.
Freya, I've always wondered, why was Freyr so revered here so quickly upon his first arrival?
Well, to begin with, it wasn't his first arrival. Very few know this, but Freyr was one of the earliest visitors to Alfheim, back in the dawn of realm travel.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
No, wait. Go on, tell the story. Tell it.
Freya, earlier you mentioned that Freyr was one of Alfheim's first visitors. Care to elaborate? I wasn't in these lands at the dawn of realm travel.
Well, we believed for a long time that all the giants had died in the flood, until one of them appeared in Vanaheim. Her name was Gerd, and she came offering to teach us the secrets of traveling between realms using Bifrost light. Freyr became immediately infatuated with her. He always yearned to wander, and along came someone who could truly show him how. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Gerd to wander away. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light. And he succeeded, although quite by accident. Freyr believed he navigated best while fortified by a potent blend of Vanir herbs. When he wandered, he wandered. And he managed to wander from the World Tree directly into the Lake of Souls. The elves have never seen anybody come out of the lake before, so it got some attention.
Oh, that is bloody hilarious.
I don't know whether he worked his charms at that point or they just assumed him to be a great deity. But of course, he hadn't made this journey in search of responsibility, so he didn't stick around long. Still, the legend of his manifestation was passed along through the ages. It even endured after the Great Division, remembered by light and dark elf alike. So when at last he returned, he was uniquely situated to gain the trust of both sides and help to create a truce. The problem was, both sides trusted only him, so the peace could only last as long as he stayed around to keep it. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him, even if it meant having to rule.
Alright, well let's get off because there's a raven over here. Don't act like I didn't see you. Was this a troll?
Another sleeping troll, courtesy of the dwarves.
Fair, fair. Method of imprisonment, not slumber. Date of release, not applicable. It's a troll. Rehabilitation is impossible. Feel free to use a rousing relic if you're desperate to get your skull caved in. I'll kill it. A lot of dead dark elves, though. Okay.
Freya, here.
What'd I call you here for?
A dawn bloom. You have an interest in botanicals now?
Excuse me. Oh boy. Alright. So. Let's walk through the desert, try to figure out what I can do about this brazier. Easy. Did you think that was some kind of challenge? Alright, well obviously here's the end brazier. I just need the R. And there it is. Would you look at that? Now, the question is, what the fuck? Where's my sled? I need to go around this island.
Perhaps we can bring these two animals back to Vanaheim, or Midgard even. Becky and Svanna could use the company. We have kennels.
It would not go well for them. Once a predator becomes accustomed to a land, it is cruel to move them.
I suppose you're right. It just seems lonely out here.
It is peaceful. They have each other. It is enough.
Okay. No. I gotta start over. Okay. So. One here. One right here. One here. Make that one big. Make that one big. Go for it. There it is. The animals will follow. All right. Seek an Eidolon apple. Okay.
You know, Frank loved to breed Gulan pups in Vanaheim. I wonder if these two are the descendants of the Gulan he brought here long ago.
That explains how they got to the desert. Another gift for the Dark Elves.
So wait, what am I tracking here? There's another raven here. What is it I'm supposed to do? I wonder.
I wonder, how'd these two pups end up yoked to the sled?
Ever try flying in a sandstorm? I imagine Freyr showed the Dark Elves that Gulan could be trained to pull a plow. They must have found new uses for them.
What is that?
A phantom! Rogue magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell, look at that thing!
It's vulnerable when it glows!
Make yourself an opening, don't waste it!
Okay.
Now! Attack!
Alright, here we go. With the spin.
Close in! Attack!
Nicely done! Keep on it!
Now! Attack!
Alright. Here we go.
Now! Attack!
Going for it.
Attack!
Attack the springs! Hurry before it recovers!
The springs, what? What do you want me to attack?
Yalpa!
What?
Core is weakened! Switching!
I tried to dodge.
Now! Attack the wound!
What? Here we go.
Core is weakened!
Nicely done! Keep on it!
Okay. Oh, I was supposed to dodge that. That's fine. That's fine. What do you mean attack the springs? I don't understand. Oh my gosh!
protected by the rune at its core.
Close in! Attack!
Leave yourself an opening. Don't waste
Let's
it.
go.
Leave yourself an opening. Don't waste it. Need to take out those springs, brother.
What springs? This up here?
That's it!
There's another one up there. Okay. Okay.
Now! Attack the runes!
Close in! Attack!
Dodge. But I dodged.
Brother, get up, brother.
Hey, wait. That's unfair, though. Okay. Well. The thing about that is, you suck. Okay.
What is that?
A phantom! Rune magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell.
Alright, let's go. Dodge. Oh, okay.
Steady your guard!
Nope.
It's vulnerable when it glows!
Leave yourself an opening.
Let's go.
Don't waste it.
And hiya. And hiya.
Leave yourself an opening. Don't waste it.
Done!
Stab.
Need to take out those
Alright, well,
springs,
there's one
brother.
right here.
That's it!
Okay. Oh,
The alpha!
dodge. Okay,
Attack!
Now!
everybody's coming out. Let's do this. Oh, dodge, dodge, dodge. Get out of the way. Okay.
Nicely done. Keep on it.
Let's do one of these. And one of these. Yeah, baby. You cannot stand to the power of my axe. Oh gosh, he's standing to the power of my axe. Let's go. Let's go.
Attack!
Attack!
Shit.
The Alpha!
There we go.
Close in! Attack!
Go. Okay. What am I supposed to do about that?
Brother, the springs! Hurry!
Alright, well, I don't know where the last one is.
The Alpha!
Hey, bud. Oh.
The Alpha!
Oh, shit.
Behind you! Look out!
Oh, there's still one more spring somewhere. His health bar's gone, and he's not reappearing. But he's obviously still somewhere, because there's still one more spring.
The Alpha!
Oh my gosh, no! I don't know where the last spring is.
A fine mess.
I can't see the springs. That's a problem. I hope you realize it's a problem. I can't see the springs. I can see two of them. Two are real easy. Okay. I'm trying to go around and look for how to deal with this and get this, try to find the spring without activating him. Because if I activate him, he's gonna kick my ass. Let's get this raven. Are you kidding me? There we go. Okay. So I gotta find the springs, right? Which means I gotta look at where the springs are.
Kratos, tell me of an adversary from your
Okay.
homeland. It will serve us well if I understand more of your battle tactics.
There was Medusa, queen of the Gorgons. Her gaze turned men to stone. A mirror would turn her own powers against her. Or, you may remove her head, but that is the hard way.
Which did you choose?
The hard way.
Forget I asked.
Oh, what? Oh, hello. A lot of Grim in here.
The Alpha! Switching arrows!
Nicely done.
Okay. Okay. So are you kidding me? Alright, you know what? This is enough Alfheim. I'm fed up with Alfheim. I've been in Alfheim for an hour and a half. No more Alfheim.
Brother, in my travels, I heard of a great battle in
Oh.
your homeland. At a place called the Gates of Fire.
The hard gates.
You were there?
No.
Is that regret in your voice?
I did regret not dying there for many years. But no longer.
Alright, what do we got over here? Something I can't go up. Alright. Moving on. Wait. Let's go element. Yeah, I think I've had my my fair share of Alfheim. I can always come back anyway. But I definitely believe it's time to actually continue the story. So where's that travel door? There it is.
Why
I will
do
just
you
stop
yawn?
there for now.
I don't need to know why you yawn. We're going home. Finally, some story content. The entire last episode was just me and
Well,
Vanaheim.
brother, before you see the lad again, might we discuss an approach?
He will tell me where he has been. That is the approach.
Ah, classic Spartan diplomacy.
Wait. Did you say Odin invited him to Asgard and then he disappeared for 2 days?
Aye, but surely the lad's got more sense than to...
Don't underestimate Odin's powers of persuasion. He filled my son's head with lies. Why wouldn't he do the same with yours?
Well,
And you tell that one-eyed nutsucker he owes me one.
Fight me now and eternally.
Well, looky there. Glad you can make the trip, your goddessness. I put your sigil magic on the young turd's bow. But then he and Sindri got into it over something. I don't rightly know who's yelling at who in there, but I figure they both got it coming.
okay. Hey, rat.
Hello! Good to see the chimes working as intended.
So, who else are we likely to encounter amongst your detachable emotional apparitions?
Well, there's certainly no avoiding anxiety.
Oh no. Why are you talking about me? What did I do? Oh, you should have heard the shit they were talking. What? Oh dear.
There was no such talk. Shame on you, Bitter.
Are you sure?
Yes, Anxious. No opprobrium to be found in this discourse. I was merely making your acquaintance with our adventuring friends here.
Ah, people!
Well, there it is.
Fair. Fair.
Journey forth in health and safety, my friends.
Talks to squirrels now, huh?
I suppose. Hey, Freya, I forgot you were here. We were just talking.
Well, come on then. Hey, Tyr! Wake up! You got company. Now, why don't you just make yourself at home in Sindri's so-called study over yonder?
You're sure he won't mind?
Mine? You'll be. Joint's getting classier by the day.
I never thought I'd have the pleasure of seeing you again, Frigg.
Don't call me that. I haven't been that person in a long time.
Oh,
But I'm happy to see you too. I'd feared the worst for so long. You must have been through.
heard a little bit with Sindri and
Nothing so bad as what you've suffered.
Trish were talking about.
Freya, I am so sorry to hear what happened to Baldur. He was only a boy when I saw him last, but I know he meant more to you than anything.
Yes.
And to forbear your vengeance in this way, it's truly an inspiration for those of us who believe in peace.
The only peace these realms will ever know is once Odin is gone. Believe in that.
So you're not here to prevent Ragnarok, you're to bring it about.
I'm here to make sure Odin doesn't hurt anyone, the way he hurt us.
I can see I've upset you. Forgive me. I am far removed from my days of diplomacy.
Oh boy.
You better screw his head back on. And I mean tightly.
So you're back.
Are you ready to answer me?
About what?
Where did you go? What did you see? Was it Odin?
What? Is that what you think?
Do you deny it? Answer me! Did you go to Asgard?
No! Of course not! But so what if I did? It's my future, it's my life.
You are my son!
Then why don't you trust me?
If you want me to trust you, then tell me the truth.
The truth is you're being a complete asshole!
Ooh.
Laddie, you know that's no way to change a man's mind.
He doesn't have any faith in me. It's fine if he keeps secrets. It's fine if Mom did.
It is not fine! Her secrets ought to be stuck with this path.
Oh, okay. So you don't believe in her anymore either?
This is not about your mother! What you have done is lie.
Wonder where I learned that.
That's quite enough.
Since when do you always take his side?
Since he became the one making sense.
Ooh.
Look, I was only thinking about going to Odin. But I swear it's for a good reason.
There is no good reason to go to Odin.
He'll only cloud your mind.
But I'd be going for us. I gotta stop something bad from happening.
Something bad did happen. Look at me, at Freya, and Tyr. Odin did this to us.
What's got everyone caterwauling all of a sudden?
Atreus wants to go to Asgard.
Asgard? Get kicked in the head or something?
Great. I guess everybody's against me now.
You must choose who you are going to be. Are you going to continue to lie and keep things from me? Or are you my son?
Choose? I never get to choose.
Ooh.
Just leave me alone.
Listen.
Let go of me!
Listen!
I said let go!
What the fuck?
Atreus! It's Sindri. Just try to keep control.
Oh boy. Am I playing as this now?
Come on!
Where am I now? Back in Midgard? I'm definitely playing as Atreus now.
Great.
Oh! Really? Where?
Freezing cold, lots of Hellwalkers, definitely in Midgard. Do her Antra! Keep it coming. You're just helping me stay warm. Yuffa!
Oh yeah. Get runified.
Gotta find some shelter.
Shelter time. It's Loki, baby. Here we go. I have no idea what character I'm trying to do.
Yuffa! These things! When did it get so bad out here? Helga! Yep. Home
All right.
sweet home. Helga!
Ravens. Odin.
At least something out here doesn't want to kill me.
Well, yeah, because they're watching for Odin.
Just need someplace warm. I can figure out where to go next. That doesn't look good.
What is that? Na na na, vazana na na na. Vazana na, vazana na. Oh. Whites deflect runic.
What is this thing? Some kind of white? Yup! What is it you want?
Okay. I did do. Oh! No. Wolf time. Stun them with... Alright, yeah. What the hell's a white? Furious sentient magic. United by a singular purpose, the destruction of life. Natural defense response considering life has given ways to Ragnarok. White is created when a group of 3 wisps converge into one whole. Angry creature. If we come across these 3 wisps as they are converging, it's quite possible to disrupt the process. No need to add how strongly recommend doing so, but every new launch helps. Okay.
More ravens. You trying to tell me something?
Yeah, it's Odin. How can you not tell this is Odin?
First, he thinks I've been to Asgard. Then, lying.
Well...
I'm trying to save your life, you big jerk! Gotta get out of the corner.
Okay. Oh. Ah. Alright, well, there's still a guy up. Alright, you get to die first. Up. Okay. Wait. I'm all turned around. I don't know which way I'm going anymore. Is this back where he came from, or is this still going forward? Oh, hello! This is forward! This is forward! I'm going forward! Alright, I guess I'm... I guess I have to turn into a wolf. Gain some health.
I find shelter and then what? Where could I go?
Huh. Well... Yeah, this is definitely where I'm supposed to go.
If I go to Asgard, following the prophecy where Father ends up
Okay.
dead, if I stay locked up at home, there's nothing I can do to stop it.
Hmm.
I guess in Asgard, I could at least keep an eye on Odin. Be a spy. Find out his plan. Keep control of this.
Well, in the myths, Loki is accepted into Asgard and then plays all sorts of tricks as the catalyst
Who
for
am I
everything.
kidding? I can't go to Asgard.
Can I get back up? No, I can't. I lost any chance to get anything up there.
Wait, are those red leaves? Freya's house.
Oh.
Oh, no.
No!
Charlie? No. Charlie. Please.
Oh, not
Please.
Charlie.
Charlie! Hey, big guy. I'm here now. Don't you worry.
If you kill another animal on me...
I need to get you warm. You're gonna have to stand to let me into that house. Think you can do that? Come on, Charlie. You have to do this. I can't help if you don't... Emily! Emily! Good. Good boy. What a mess.
Going to the Vanaheim. I've been there. Freya hasn't lived here in a while, I think.
I know, buddy. I know. It's cold in here. I should close that window before snooping around.
Alright.
Freya hasn't been checking on you? Right. Too busy hunting us down. Come on. Let's get you warmed up. Should be able to make a fire from all this mess.
Okay, what's this?
Wow. It's beautiful. Never seen anything like this around here before. From her home in Vanaheim? She must have really missed it. Is this Baldur's? Wonder how Father was able to earn her forgiveness.
Don't know if I have quite yet.
Valkyrie armor? Does this go with the wings on the wall? From her friend? Wonder what happened to her. I can't believe she never came back to check on her house. To check on you. That's not an excuse.
Create some sparks. Light a fire.
You're welcome. Where do I go now?
I don't know.
I can't stay. I just can't let my dad die too. There's gotta be something I can do.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, buddy.
That's Raven.
He's here for me.
Yeah, Odin.
I'll be okay. I think.
You do know Odin and Ravens, right?
Okay. I'm ready. Take me to him.
He does know. I am going to Asgard. This is cool. It's sinister, but it's so cool. Here we go. Nice. That's supposed to be the Rainbow Bridge, the real Bifrost.
Should've learned to swim before Midgard froze over.
Charlie, aw. Fairy must have been so obsessed with Honeyus that she neglected her giant turtle house, her so-called friend. When I first saw Charlie out in the cold, I thought he might be dead. He's alive, but he's freezing out there alone. A little fire to keep him warm, but he's going to need someone to stay with him full-time if he's going to survive much longer.
Hello? I'm here. Odin? Bird. Is this Asgard?
Plains of Ida.
Hey, wait up!
Ooh, that's Odin's
The wall.
theme.
This is Asgard. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm coming.
The stonemason built that wall. I'm still alone, and I've got to fight what looks to be more grim.
Elka! Bro, you don't seem friendly.
Ow. Hey, do you mind? Wait.
Hey, Odin! I thought you said I was welcome in Asgard.
Hey, how about a quick skill check, huh? Oh, there's more! Why is there more? No! Every single time there's Atreus sections, there's more damn skills. Let me level up his aggression. And some archery, I suppose. Oh, because I have the hex arrows now. Is there something behind me? Oh, please don't do it. No, 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 no. Oh no, the Grim are here. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh no, please don't no. I am gonna cry. I am still alive, still alive, still alive, still alive. I don't know how. Still alive, how am I still alive? I ain't your fucking pal. Alright, here we go. Alright, I burned a lot of rage there. Alright, here we go. Oh boy. There was so much to that. Ah.
You could have led me around those.
Yeah, not the greatest start to a friendship, Odin. Why?
Outcome.
Alright, let me go for him. Get wrecked. Now who's this guy? Well, it looks like the runic travel gates that are just, you know, not the runic, but that looks like the travel towers, realm travel towers that are just, you know, that looks like one of them too. Where am I supposed to go now? I gotta get going towards that wall, huh? Here we go.
Yeah, dangerous. I know. Got it. I see him.
Sonic Arrows, huh?
Yep. Well, this might be the craziest thing
That one was
I've
a
ever
lot
done.
easier.
But if that's what it takes to change Father's fate. Hey, Bird! Where'd you go? What am I gonna say to Odin? Hi. I came to be your apprentice, I guess? But it doesn't mean I, like, serve you now. Not in a foretold by prophecy kind of way.
Oh! What am I stuck on? That was so dumb. I hate that I have to aim all of this. These explode? Why do they explode? Oh. Back away. Alright.
Bet it's safer on the other side of that wall. Wait, how do I get past the wall? It never came up in Mimir's story about Hrimthur. The stonemason's son built a flaw into it. He only told Frey about it. and I didn't think to ask. Hold on. How was Freya at the house? Did she move
Yeah.
in with us? You know what? Focus, Loki.
He's calling himself Loki. Not, Alright, well, this obviously needs Kratos.
Father would just burn this away with his blades. But what can I do? Huh. Maybe that sigil magic on my bow can help. What did Brock say? Alka! If I could just get that fire to spread to the bramble...
I don't understand.
Alka!
Dang it. Okay.
Alka! There we go.
Sick. Alright. What am I supposed to do with this
Wait.
wall?
That sounds like people.
Okay. What do we got? Is there a village here? Are there just like normal people here?
You need help? You, look a little lost.
Oh. I'm just getting my bangs.
Well, there's nothing to see this way except the big wall.
Is there a gate to go through?
Nope. Not unless you're an Aesir god, but I guess you'd know that if you were an Aesir god.
Me? No. I'm from Midgard.
What? No shit. Me too. I'm Skildir.
Lucky. Hang on. Are you all from Midgard?
Yep. The, Allfather saved us from the desolation. Gave us a safe place to settle, but we don't go in there. Can't get into the city unless you know magic. You don't know magic, do you?
A little bit, yeah.
What? No shit. You walk through walls?
Not yet.
Huh.
Couldn't I just climb over it?
That? Without any gear? No. Aren't you afraid of dying?
Well, yeah. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
But Odin awaits.
Wait, you know the Allfather?
I'm sort of his apprentice.
No shit! What is he teaching you?
I'm not sure.
Well, how many other students?
I don't know.
How long you staying? You don't know. Okay.
I'm gonna go climb that wall now.
Well, Skildir's gonna watch me do this, I think.
Well, this I gotta see. You need help?
Appreciate it, but I gotta go alone.
Oh, I wasn't gonna climb with you. I may owe Odin my life, but I don't owe him my death. Not that I think you're gonna fall. Forget I said anything.
Fair enough, Skildir.
Is that Hugin? Is Hugin your guide?
Who?
Ugin and Munin. Storing like the spies we see around the realms, Ugin and Munin are Odin's own weird magical pets. Look at the house. Back at the house, I saw them disappear into his tattoos. The Ymir once told me how they came to be that way. They were normal ravens until once until Odin captured their whole unkindness. Most of them he roasted and ate for supper. But on Hugin and Munin, he experimented, wiping their memories and binding them to his will. Mir also referred to them as right pricks, even for birds. I couldn't get into the accent there.
Do it.
One step at a time, I guess. But with hands.
I tried the accent. I can do Scottish if I'm thinking about it. It's not like Irish. Irish I can do pretty easily.
Loki, you seem like a good guy. I really hope I am not about to watch you die.
Thanks. Me too.
You know not to look down, right?
I like looking down. Shows me how much progress I've made.
Wow. Yeah, that's great. Can I use that? I mean, a little ironic, last words, but...
What was that?
Nothing. Hey, you're doing great.
I love Skjaldir. Can he be my new traveling companion, please? What am I supposed to do? Oh. Alright, let's look up. Trying to see if I can see.
Thanks, Skjaldir. Hope you're right.
Skjaldir lives outside the walls of Asgard in a camp of refugees from Midgard. This Odin actually saved a lot of people from the desolation, even though he caused it. I wouldn't have believed that, but I can tell Skjaldir's honest. He's nice, funny, about my age. Didn't come to Asgard to make friends, but maybe I already have. Alright. I like him a lot. I think he's funny. And there he is! Let me send you a present. You can grab one of those, take it home. Said that your new friend Loki fired them from midway up the wall.
Okay, I can do this. This is fine. Just keep climbing.
Alright.
And now where?
Yeah!
I'm totally fine looking down.
There's the village. Skjaldir's supposed to be from over there somewhere. Okay. What's my next plan of attack?
Hey, Hugin. Don't suppose you'd like to pass the time by telling a story, would ya? Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. White? Up here?
Up! Stop, please, no! Back away! Bifrost. Alright, you, come here. Whew. What?
Yeah, I'm coming. Let's get that chain down. Yup.
Alright. Can I please climb this? Actually, can I have this health? Can I... Hello? Can I climb the chain? There we go.
I wonder why I can't hear your thoughts. Sure seemed like Odin could. That was you in our cabin, right? You and your brother, I guess? Taking that for a yes.
Can't hear the thoughts because of the Odin thing.
Breathe. And... Yes! I bet I'm past the worst of it now.
Don't say that! That means I'm gonna fight 80 more things!
Or not.
Alright, this one's for you, Skjolder. Oh my gosh, please.
Wanna just let me pass through? No? Have it your way. Jump up! Good luck.
What was that? Oh my gosh, please stop! Knock it off, please! Alright, go up. I haven't hit you yet. There we go. Alright. Now they can't come from the springs anymore. Alright, sick. Let me get this chest. So I'm full up on rage. I can turn into a wolf again if I want. Okay.
Yeah, up. I get it.
There's the village. Alright, let's go there. Check that out. Every time I get to a new great height, I'm gonna let him know.
Whoa. Okay. These are connected. Yeah, that makes sense. I think. Gotta do both sides, though.
Oh. Well, what's this now? I can go over here.
Nice. This might work.
Okay. And then I go back up.
Here we go.
Oh. Shit.
Made it. Ah! Book of War Wisps.
Why are there so many more? Let me go. Let's go. Is there another one from somewhere? Get out of here. There's gotta be a spring somewhere if they're still coming.
Hey, you get to fly. I'm doing what I can.
You know, Loki, was only thinking about coming here, but probably wasn't gonna.
Shortcuts. Just gotta climb a little further. Maybe a lot further. But I've come this far.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, Hugin. How about I tell you a story? Once there was a giant named Loki who thought it'd be a good idea to accept Odin's invitation to Asgard.
You gonna tell any more of that story?
So, Odin tested Loki, expecting him to climb by himself all the way up Hrimthur's wall. So, what did So what did Loki do? He kept climbing. He just kept climbing. His arms hurt. His fingers went numb. It got hard to breathe. Loki kept climbing. One foothold at a time. All the way to the top. Nowhere to go but up. Okay, okay. Keep going. Come on.
Oh
Can't stop
boy.
now.
He is starting to slip, I can see it.
Come on.
Fair enough. Here we go. Up. Oh, I have to jump again.
Okay. I can do this. I can do this. Almost there.
Oh my gosh. Hello?
Hello.
Who are you?
Hi.
So, what part of the enormous wall made you think, oh, visitors must be welcome?
Ah, I see he's an asshole.
I was sent for, actually. By Odin?
The Allfather sent for you. Ha! Great. Then why are you up there? And not in here?
Why don't we ask him together?
Are you finished? Now, what could Odin, Allfather, King of the Aesir, possibly want with the likes of you?
That's between me and Odin.
That's a dangerous thing to say to this guy.
You don't even know, do you?
Think you could pull me up, or...
No, I don't think I will. I think maybe I'll drop you.
No.
Yes, I'm going to drop you. Goodbye.
Wait. Think how mad the Allfather's gonna be when he finds out you killed his guest. Loki of the Jotnar?
The Jotnar. Enemy of my people.
I am not your enemy.
Oh, what a gamble.
I will be the judge of that.
What a gamble that was. He's got a horn. He's got a sword. I'm gonna kick this guy's ass, I think.
This way, Loki of the Jotnar.
Wait, is that Gjallarhorn? Are you Heimdall?
That's Heimdall?
Now feel free to drink in the splendor of Asgard. This is a rare sight for outsiders. Especially giants. Oh, done drinking it in already.
Didn't expect...
Cornerstone of civilization in the 9 realms, not really your cup of
Ooh.
tea.
Oh, no. It's amazing.
Oh, well, your approval means everything.
That is really cool, though. I didn't imagine Heimdall to be like the senior school bully.
Just ask your questions already.
How'd you know I had questions?
It is my job. Next question.
What is your job?
I protect the realm I love from trouble.
And you think I'm trouble? You just met me.
And I can already see you are eager to prove yourself. Way too eager. Probably due to an overshadowing father figure you can never live up to.
Good guess.
I would also
Yikes.
guess that you are disrespectful, entitled, and impulsive.
You don't know me at all. I help people.
Oh, you are here to help people. No. You are here to help yourself. To manipulate and lie to whoever you have to get what you want. I know you're young. Your voice probably dropped while you were climbing the wall, but what a twisted little soul you have. You are chaos in a spiffy archer suit.
That's
I
correct.
watch your mouth move and I see cities burning. Nothing good is going to come from you being an
That is correct. I am Loki. And you, Heimdall, are trouble.
That said, if you are here to aid the Allfather and have no treacherous
Oh, I have
intent,
plenty of treacherous
I
intent.
guess that makes us allies. Ghoultoper. Who loves me the most? Who loves me the most?
I'm a little scared of Heimdall.
Wow, that's almost as impressive as Baldur taming a dragon.
Baldur had the luxury of not caring how badly he got burned. I outthink them. Dominate them fair and square.
Fair enough.
Whoa, are these all Aesir gods?
What? You think all Aesir are gods?
But Skilder told me that only...
Oh, well, if Skilder told you, clearly whoever that is must be the authority on Aesir gods, not the Aesir god you are currently talking to. You literally know nothing of our culture.
No.
I know lots of things. I know a giant built that wall.
A giant built the wall that keeps out the
Yes.
giants.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. I know the whole story.
Really? I truly cannot wait for you to regale me with the revisionist tales of Asgard's architectural history.
Is that Odin's palace?
Palace. Do you think the All-Father needs to puff himself up like some mortal chieftain?
I guess not.
That is the Great Lodge, which the All-Father built with his own hands. I'm sorry if that is a letdown for you. Real power, you see, does not need to flaunt. It emerges when the time is right. Don't you agree?
That seems to be Odin's philosophy.
Hey! Whoa!
Hey, helmets! I brought you a practice now.
I thought we were going to Odin!
You see, the thing is, you do have treacherous intent. So I am not letting you anywhere near the All-Father. That's right. Show me all of your stupid little tricks. Oh, very nice. It's wonderful. Bernard lost every war they ever fought. Come on! No. Let's see what you got. That is your big special move? Hilarious! Down, boys. Well,
You?
You sure you want to keep Allfather waiting?
Funny thing, I am sure of that.
Oh,
Yes,
gosh.
I'm feeling very
Oh,
back.
fuck. He doesn't have a health bar?
Oh no! Arrows! How fearsome! Oh! Nimble! Glad to see you are awake. Oh! That one felt special. Hope that was not the last trick you have.
You're not gonna stop me from seeing Odin!
You'll be seeing him from your grave.
What? That doesn't even make sense!
Sure! Completely ineffective, so keep doing it! Whoa! Whoa! How is he doing that? Is that it?
Keep my earbuds in.
Is this all you have to show me, Jotun? Oh! Not even close.
Yeah, he is clearly the bully archetype in school! Kicking the crap out of a freshman.
I do have to say, Loki, I am profoundly unimpressed. You should probably stay down. Great.
Uh-oh.
Like it or not, he's Allfather's guest.
I thought I smelled something.
Take one more step, you're not gonna like how this ends.
Ooh.
Really? And how do you intend to stop me?
Look into my eyes.
Oh.
You tell me.
You are a sick man.
Loki, you made it. I am so honored. I see you've met Heimdall. He reads minds for me.
The boy is false, Allfather.
This young man, who is my guest, is covered in mud. Care to explain?
He means to betray you.
Is that true, Loki? You a little
Yes.
trickster? I'm just messing around. Of course he means to betray me, huh? Heimdall, why else would he come? I've given him no reason to trust me. Not yet. But he's got some very big questions. And I have so many answers to give. What are you up to? Dismissed. Go.
Gladly.
And you, clean yourself up.
But Allfather.
Oh, no. Heimdall, will you just relax? Were you intending on killing me first thing? See? What, that's not good enough for you? Get out of here.
Ooh.
He's a lot, I know. Very perceptive, but sometimes he just forgets to think, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, I got some places to be.
Dope. Okay.
So how'd your father take the news that you decided to accept my invitation?
I don't think we should talk about my father.
Not well, huh? Can't blame him. Between my ex-wife and my disgruntled former employee, he's not exactly getting an unbiased view. But you're curious.
Oh, this is the Valkyries?
Minded. That's important. Priest, Meest, carry on. Pretend I'm not here. If I'm being honest with you, Loki, you're lucky my offer still stands after you went and sprung Tyr. But I suppose spending time with him is punishment enough, isn't it? At least Mimir never lost his sense of humor. But look, that's all behind us now. I like to keep looking forward. Hey! I want them trained, not decapitated. Just keep it below the neck, all right? Is that really what you do when I'm not here?
Allfather,
Queen Gná.
the Einherjar are ready for your blessings.
That's why I'm here, isn't it?
Guess there's a new Valkyrie queen.
Great soldiers, these Einherjar, but they tend to come out of Valhalla a little foggy. I do what I can for them, help them remember who they were in life. That's important, don't you think? A sense of identity gives things meaning. Moon thi nafen, Hrothgar. Moon thi nafen, Worm. Moon thi nafen, Diana.
He's Einherjar, man.
Okay, next up. Ah, the books. Good. Those are for him. I understand you're an avid reader. These are just a few things from my personal
Oh no, homework.
Thanks.
First day of school.
Those better not be mushrooms, I smell.
Listen, I appreciate your offer, but I'm really not sure what you're expecting from me.
Right now, you're just visiting, Loki. One step at a time. Steady there, Carl.
But with all respect, you need to know, I came to study, not to serve.
Another servant is the last thing I need. I need someone with drive, with curiosity, someone who'll take initiative. That looks good. Is that praised?
But why me? Is it because I'm half giant?
Big deal. So's Thor. Erlen, try to stay awake for me.
Okay, but...
Look, don't overthink it. I have a project I think you'll be interested in.
Okay.
A major learning opportunity. For both of us.
What about my family? My friends? I need to know nobody's gonna get hurt.
Why would I hurt anybody? A truce is all I've been asking for from
That
the
is
start.
true,
Look,
but I
we're here
don't
now.
trust
Stop
that.
worrying. It's all gonna be fine. Almost to your room.
My room?
Yep, just over here. Feel free to come and go. Take what you need, poke around as you please.
My fancy new boarding
You're not
school.
my prisoner. And more importantly, I'm not your father.
Allfather, there's a situation that needs your attention.
Sif, you missed welcoming our new house guest. Say hello to Loki.
This is him? Here. In our home. How nice.
My diplomat. Everything all right in New Midgard?
New Midgard.
The refugees are fine. The situation is with the dwarves.
Hmm.
You know who is back.
Yeah, it's always something.
I don't know what that
Put
means.
those books down. We got another stop to make.
Sure.
Hold on. Meeting Sif was really uncomfortable. She was so icy towards me, I started to worry that she knew what I did to Modi. But I know nobody saw that. It's bad enough that she blames father. Now I'm in her home. If I know it's good for me, and I think I do, I'll just stay out of the way. Oh, right, Magni and Modi are her sons, because she's Thor's wife. I knew that. I knew she was Thor's wife, and I knew those were Thor's kids. Somehow I didn't make the connection they were Sif's kids.
All right, I'm here. Where is he?
Just over there, Allfather, sir.
More dwarves? Oh!
Chief, it's been too long. What's the issue now?
No issue at all
Derlin.
if you're trying to build volatile death traps.
I approve these designs personally, and not all that recently, I might
Am I back in
add.
Svartalfheim?
Did you just wake up with the urge to be a pain in my ass?
Yeah. Who's the cut? You training pickpockets?
You know what, Derlin? You reek of cheap mead, and that is by far your most endearing characteristic. Now listen up. It's me, your entire economy, speaking.
Yikes.
I want you to know that I have confidence in you. Confidence you can deliver me these machines as promised, on time, on budget, and of course, safely. The dwarves have never let me down. And they're not about to start
Maybe
now.
I shouldn't
Right?
let him know I shut
Good.
down all these rigs. Hey, Allfather. Alright, here we go.
Okay, so I'm going to let you catch your breath. When you're ready to get to work and start getting those answers, meet me in my study down the hall. Oh, and help yourself to a change of clothes.
Okay. For all the terrible things I've heard about him, I never expected him to be so respectful of me. Back at the cabin when he invited me to Asgard, and since arriving here, he seems genuinely interested to know who I am and what I think. I know I can't trust him too far, but it's nice to be listened to. I feel safer around him than I thought I would. Let's see what he has, what answers he has for me. Yeah, of course he's gonna feel safer. He's putting on an act. He's letting you trust him enough so that he can, you know, cut off your support system. Then ask you to do something big for him, and after that, it's just, you know, you're gonna be his, and maybe you'll break free, but it's gonna take a lot. It's not fun. Odin is a terrible guy. Alright, what I got in here, though? I have an Aesir uniform.
Guess I could try this on. Has less mud on it anyway. Nice. Whoa, I can use this.
It doesn't seem to be anything else in here. Wait, did that say upgrade gear? Hold on.
Huh, nicely equipped. What needs work?
Alright. Increases the status damage. This has way greater cooldowns. Sick. No, I'm good. I got new armor, I guess. Well. Huh. Hello?
Whoa! Loki, right? Gotta say, the irony of this isn't lost on me.
Hello?
This was his room, you know?
His?
My brother's.
Your brother?
Modi?
Ah, your brother. Really? I had no idea.
Uh-huh. And now it's yours. Enjoy. Daughter. Relax.
Third.
You've got some pretty small shoes to fill. We're better off without him, Loki.
Your
Trust
brother
me.
not a good dude, huh?
Walk with me.
Don't forget your sword.
Someone will clean that up.
Oh no, I have a new companion, don't I? Oh no.
So, what kind of sword is that?
It's new.
One of a kind. My father gave it to me for Valkyrie training.
You're in Valkyrie training?
Got time to talk about it? I was just heading to the Great Hall. But if you need to go to work, Grandfather's study is just down those stairs.
I can vibe around.
So how do you become a Valkyrie?
First, I train till I'm the best I can be. Then I wait till Grandfather notices. And then I hope he and my dad can convince Mom it's okay.
You know, my father and I, we encountered a whole bunch of Valkyries.
Wait, what? Where? Promise to tell me everything.
I promise.
Mother, did you meet Loki?
Oh, now he's got you involved with this?
Involved with what? I'm being friendly. Isn't that diplomacy?
You understand who this is, right? What his father did? Why does he want him here?
Mom! Come on, you're embarrassing me.
We'll talk about this later. I suggest you go about your business with the old...
Right.
Sorry about her. Mom's, right? So, did you want to look around some more, or do you really need to get to work?
I mean, I'd love to look around more. Sounds great.
Listen, whatever Grandfather is having you do, remember, this is your chance to prove yourself.
Uh-huh.
That's all that some of us want.
Oh, yeah. I'll try to do some good.
Well, guess I gotta go see the Allfather, huh?
Catch you later.
Through... Okay.
Yes, I understand. Yes. Do you see me nodding and saying, yes, I understand? Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, all right. Mm-hmm. You see, this is you not letting me talk. No, Hugin, I don't need my ears cleaned. I need you to stop croaking and accept the answer you know I'm about to give.
What is that?
I was just looking at this.
That old thing. I've had that since... Huh. Who can remember?
You have a name?
Ingrid.
Really?
Sure, why not? Take it, if you like it that much.
For real?
Consider it a perk of the job.
Thank you. I mean, really.
And they say I'm the bad guy. Come on, let's walk.
I am so scared of him. This is Loki.
You're welcome.
Alright, what are we doing down here?
Everyone's got me all wrong. You think war drives me, or power, wealth? Nah, never have. You know what drives me? What I really want?
Answers.
I want answers. Same as you. See, mortals have it easy. When they push up against life's big questions, they can look to us. They give them meaning, divine comfort. We both know that's a sham. But when we have questions, why are we here? To give meaning to mortals while living without it ourselves? No. And more than that. And I found something that proves it.
Okay.
What is it?
It's what drives me. You feel it, don't you?
Feels like knowledge. Truth.
All truth. All the answers. We could find out why we're here, learn how to change our fates, stop Ragnarok for good, maybe. Save the people we love.
How?
I was a young god when I found it. Spent lifetimes studying it, following every clue down every dead end, looking for and finally unearthing this. You see that? It shares the same mystical energy.
It opened a crack. Can we just look inside?
I wouldn't recommend that.
Right.
What's the broken mask for?
Recognize any writing on it?
These aren't from the Nine Realms. Smolder. Obsidione Spitha. From smoldered earth and obsidian spark. And a field of battles never fought.
Are you certain? Because if that's a clue, I know what it means.
And what's that?
Keep working with me and find out. You don't have to kill anyone. You don't have to betray your father or yourself. Come on, I know you felt what I felt. The answers are in there. Let's get them. I mean, you translated this language like it was nothing.
If I do help you, what's next?
Thor! Get down here!
All father.
Don't
Got a little bit
Is chasing this down.
hair clipping right here.
And this stealthy side of beef.
Stealthy side of beef.
I don't promise anything.
Nonsense. Happy hunting. And you. Go easy on him, you hear me?
Oh no, is Thor my companion? Oh no. I hate this. Oh, am I back in Muspelheim?
Muspelheim? The rest of the mask is here?
It's where Allfather dropped us. What do you think? Just take that and do your damn job.
There's no realm travel door.
So, where are we going?
How the fuck am I supposed to know? Allfather thinks that you know what you're doing. So do it.
Uh-huh. I can equip the mask?
Weird. Well, it seems like we go through this rock.
That's not gonna be a problem for him.
I was gonna get that.
With those arms? Let's see what Loki's in that shiny toothpick.
Helga!
Slow going, huh?
You could maybe help. Whoa, Ingrid! Nice move!
Wait, Ingrid's my companion?
Too easy.
Thor's just here.
Where are we supposed to head now?
I'll check.
My Wi-Fi connection is
Up
lost.
there! It looks like there might be a ledge we could reach. If we...
Too slow.
Hey! You can't just grab people like that.
Oh, what else are they gonna throw you? Stays young.
Uh-oh.
This one.
Okay, so... Oh, are we back? Are we back? I just saved, but I can keep going. No, it still says I'm offline. Okay. Well, I guess it died on Twitch. Oops. Yeah, no, the session is just starting. I am going to stop here. I apologize heavily for that. My internet just died. It just cut off. I have no idea what happened. I tried fixing it. I tried unplugging and replugging my Ethernet cable into my computer. Nothing. There was just something going on. I didn't even go mess with the router. It eventually turned back on, and that's fine. But yeah, no. My internet just died. And, I don't know. I don't feel like it'll do that again, but you never know. Plus I've been playing for, almost 3 hours anyway. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna... So I'm gonna stop here. This is not ideally the best place to stop, but I'm gonna stop here. So, thank you for watching. Yeah. Bye.